This is Tarot for HealingCrystals.com, and this is the astrology report for the week of January 13th through January 19th, 2016. So on Wednesday, it's going to be hard to get anything done because the Sun and Neptune are going to be in a semi-square, and your mind's going to be wandering. You're just not going to be able to focus. Now, that wandering mind is actually going to work in your benefit, though, as the day progresses, because the Sun will move into a trine with Jupiter, and now you're going to have a use for all those thoughts that have been flying around, because you can use them to create new plans and to kind of develop new and more successful stories for yourself. On Thursday, we have two transits with Mercury. Mercury is retrograde, but it's really busy this week, so there's a lot of Mercury energy floating around. Remember, when Mercury is retrograde, that the energy is more internal. It's more about, it manifests differently. Usually, Mercury is about how we send things out into the world, but because it's in a retrograde and it's functioning differently, it's going to be more about how we process stuff and how we receive stuff. So keep that in mind when I'm talking about Mercury and the energy that we have to deal with. So now I lost the transit. Okay, so first it's in a transit with the Sun. And when that happens, your words, they can have a greater impact on others than normally. So you want to be very careful. Choose your words carefully and be careful with how you communicate with others. Because you're not going to be able to really understand how what you've said can benefit you or harm you. So, think before you speak, definitely on Thursday. Later on, Mercury moves into a trine with Jupiter, and that's going to offer you something really important when it comes to old situations. It's going to enable you to see new things in your current situations, and that can be really valuable, especially in a time when we're looking to change things, when we're looking for fresh perspectives. And that's what this energy can do for you when Mercury and Jupiter are working together. So it's a good time to review your current situation, or even past situations that you might be thinking about reviving, because you're definitely going to see something that you may have missed before. On Friday, Mercury is going to be busy again, and this time it's going to be with Neptune. You're going to be very confused, kind of like I have been for the last couple of weeks, actually. You're going to be very confused, so steer clear of doing anything too technical, anything that requires extreme focus or detailed work, because your mind's just not going to be able to handle it. Again, your mind is going to be wandering. Let it. See where it's going to take you. Go ahead. Mercury, okay, so now Mercury, again on Saturday. That's what I'm saying. Mercury, for a retrograde planet that's supposed to be resting, it's really busy this week. I think it's the universe is definitely sending us a message to kind of pay more attention to what's going on inside of us than what's going on outside of us. That's my personal opinion on the energy. Anyway, on Saturday, again, I lost my place, but I'm going to find it in a second. Bear with me. Okay, so on Saturday, it's with Venus. Oh, and this is a really nice transit. That's going to encourage you to meet up with other people, and because your focus is going to be inward, you're going to be able to gain a deeper understanding of the kinds of situations and the kind of people that you want to have in your life. And that energy working with Venus is going to help you to attract those things to you. It's going to be up to you to take advantage of the opportunities that present themselves on Saturday, though. So this is not a day to be shy or to be, overly cautious. If something feels like it could be really good for you, it probably will be. So go ahead and take advantage of it. Sunday is definitely my favorite day of the entire week. there's a Venus-Mars semi-square, and you might be thinking, a square? How good can that be? The thing about Sunday is that Venus and Mars in the semi-square, it's kind of like going to put an edge to the day. Like, you just don't know what's going to happen. And it's going to kind of bring some excitement to everything that you do. You want to be assertive, but you don't want to be aggressive. That's always the trick with Mars. Mars helps you to be assertive. And of course, when you're working with Venus, it's about, finding those things that make you feel content, that make you feel happy and beautiful and wonderful. That's what Venus is all about. So this is a good time to be assertive and go after those things, but you don't want to be overly aggressive, because that's going to come off the wrong way, and that's not the energy that you want to put out into the world. Sunday, there's a very good possibility of getting something that you want, something important to you, or at least taking those first steps. You may not notice it right away, but it could be like a really good day for energy to change for a lot of us. On Monday, you want to watch your impulse control, because Venus and Jupiter are going to drive you to take things too far. Particularly when it comes to finances, business, and relationships. As the day goes on Monday, there's a Mars-Neptune trine, and that's going to help you feel more relaxed. And then you're going to realize that you have everything that you need for the present moment, so you're not going to feel that drive to get more. So just kind of hang tight on Monday morning during the early hours. Keep your wallet in check. Don't go too far with anything, and then you'll be feeling better by the afternoon. On Tuesday, there's just a general air of support and healing throughout the day. That's from Mercury and Chiron. They're in a transit, and that's a really good day to help others. And in the process, you're going to find that you're healing yourself. So here's the crystals that I'm going to carry with me this week. First of all, blue goldstone is going to help you to recognize and work with any new ideas, new goals, new feelings that you're going to have, because you're probably going to have a lot of them this week with Mercury being so active. And sometimes you might be a little cautious. You might want to push those off to the side. Don't do it. Work with blue goldstone and let that new sparkle that you're feeling, let it come out. Malachite will help you to be bold and go after what you want in a pleasant, non-offensive way. And it also helps you. Malachite is also great for creating opportunities for yourself, and that's what you want to be doing right now. And then mahogany obsidian for grounding and for determination. Grounding will be key this week. There's a lot of energy floating around. Some of it could feel intense, especially with Mercury in retrograde. I think we're all always a little more what's the word I'm looking for? I don't want to say stressed, but I think we're just like a little more aware of things when Mercury is retrograde. Even though we're not supposed to be, we're supposed to be relaxing. I think we're a little bit more aware of what's going on inside of us, and that you want to be grounded to be able to deal with it in a really positive and healthy manner. Don't forget to check out the weekly and daily horoscopes on healingcrystals.com and on our Facebook page, Crystal Talk. Have a magical week.